Okay, so finally, after a considerable amount of single track, covered in gravel and sand, well, we are near the coast after all, and some crisscrossing of some slightly busier, twistier roads, we are at the sea, which you should be able to see through the video. Can you see it there? Yeah, horizon. There's a bit of mist on the horizon, and they've been doing this road resurfacing around here as well, so that always makes it a little bit more sketchy, especially when you've got piles of the grit all stacked up in the middle of the road. So that was Weybourne, but I think what I'll do is I'll take a stop at Salthouses, that or Blakeney, before moving on. But I need to get a good shot of the sea. Would be nice. So this is it. This is now the coastal road, which will take me all the way to Hunstanton and then back inland from there. So the other thing that this little trip and the video, oh, there's Kelling, I wanted to include in with regards to detail was the look at these lovely North Norfolk coastal villages with their little flint houses. It was the fuel consumption, because one of the things that really made me falter before ultimately deciding to buy the S1000XR was the fuel range, because there it is, look at that, oh yeah, beautiful. Was because it's just got this sort of sports bike history behind it. And I guess, well, I mean, they could have put a bigger tank on, but they didn't. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, stunning. Was to try and figure out its actual range, because some people quote 160. I've even heard people quoting, well, if you're really frugal you can get 200 out of it, but then if you razz the hell out of it then you can get less than 160. So it's a fine line. So this is Salthouses. No, it's closed off. Yeah, I wondered. So, because of the pandemic, they have closed off a lot of the car parks. throughout the national parks and through sort of touristy areas like this. So I wondered what kind of things I might come across. Well, that's fine. It's fine. So yeah, anyway, the fuel consumption will just be, it's an interesting one. It's something I really want to test out because, you know, if you're considering sort of using these things and going for tours on them, it would be nice to know what your capacity and what your duration is. Obviously it depends on a little bit on how much you wring its neck, and with this bike there's a strong tendency to do so because the engine is just wanting you to. But you can be cautious, you can be frugal, you can be you know, efficient. So this should be I think it's Cly next. Yep, there's Cly Mill. Beautiful. Wow, 20. Very slow. It's really tight round here anyway, so I suppose it kind of probably wise to have the speed limit kept down. See, normally by now this time of year it would be bustling with early tourism, early summer tourists, and those pubs would be crawling by now. It's 1:30, so it's lunchtime-ish. Right, so just pulling into Blakeney. Just wanted to see if I could get down to the seafront, or the kind of harbour. It's not quite sea, it's kind of, because this is all salt marshes around here. You don't tend to you don't get the quintessential lapping waves on the shore kind of thing. This is tight round here, but I just thought I might stop. Wow, it's echoing through here. God, those ladies were tanned. Flipping heck, too much sitting out in the sun. There it is, beautiful, look at that. Oh yeah, tide's out. Stunning, look at that. They've kind of bollarded it off, so you can't actually get in there, but obviously a motorbike would be able to get in there, but I don't want to disrespect their whatevers, so I might just move along a bit. Okay, so just coming into Wells, the ever popular Wells next to the sea. Bikers visiting. Yeah, they've closed all that down. Yeah, so you could park at that bike park back there, but the road is closed. So Wells, and the beach. So quick pass through Wells and then on to my lunch stop, wherever that may be. Okay. Whew. So I just pulled over. I'm not sure. I guess I should probably just have lunch here. Just because I thought there's a distant view of the sea there. Wow, it's so clear I can even see the wind turbines way out at sea. So this is a kind of little favourite spot that I do like to stop at because it's got that mill, and I love windmills. Look at that over there. Isn't that beautiful? That's a place to live. So currently my trip meter is reading 131 miles on this, because I always, whenever I fill up with fuel, I always reset my count on my trip one. So as to keep a track as a backup. So that's reading 131 miles at the moment, and my trip meter is reading 58 miles left range wise. fellow XR. So it'll be interesting to see if you can be a little bit frugal with the fuel, how far it's actually going to get me. 56 miles left on range, and I'm just intrigued to know exactly what that's going to permit me, or where that's going to permit me, and also obviously I don't want to run out, so I don't fancy pushing it to its literally its last legs. I doubt this is going to be open, but I thought I'd just give it a go because this is quite a nice little stretch down here, if it's open. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Looks like a car's turning round. Oh no, gates are open. There's camper vans there. Where are they going? Okay, quite a few people around. Yeah, again, this is, oh my god, that is actually really very busy. Look at that car park. Holy moly. Wow. Okay, I'm turning around before that. So I'm just coming into Old Hunstanton, and then this is, it just leads into Hunstanton itself. Okay, so interestingly, I've got a warning light that's just pinged up, and it's there's an exclamation of fuel. My range is saying it's still got 40 miles left in the tank. My trip meter says I've done 146, so in theory the it's still saying I could do 186 before I conk out, but it's already warning of fuel. I assume that's kind of the reserve trip, the point of reserve, which is interesting. I've owned various different bikes and they've all had different things, ways of warning use, but that warning light is quite frightening the first time you see it, because I've been barely riding this since I got it. I haven't seen that. I haven't run low on fuel yet, so that's interesting. See if it leaps down from 38 all the way down quickly to 30 or whatever. Anyway, I'll keep watching. This is all very interesting. It's all the learning curve. I'm learning a lot more about this bike, its behaviours, how I behave with it. So it's all important stuff in a relationship with a bike. So just to say, 188.3 miles recorded, and then I'd literally gone to 0 on the range. I've probably done, since the range went to 0, I've done another maybe 6-7 miles. So 188.3 miles on the trip meter to get to this petrol station from filling up last time. 188, but that's really pushing it, so I don't know how 200 could be ever achieved. But anyway, so that was one hell of a story, and that was one hell of a journey, that one. So anyway, so I'm recalculating my route, and I'll do that and then hopefully get on my way. It's been quite an exciting adventure today. Nearly running out of fuel, going to the coast, beautiful weather. So happy riding, everyone. Stay alert.